cannot give you back your homes or restore your dead to life,
but perhaps I can give you justice in the name of our king.
Hey everyone, today I want to answer a few questions about all things Game of Thrones. The following will have spoilers, so if you're not caught up with the series, this will be your warning. Alright, the first question I received is, I was wondering if you thought about what will happen when or if Sansa and Tyrion meet again in Season 7 of Game of Thrones. Will Sansa have feelings for him? Will Tyrion find out that Littlefinger and Olenna Tyrell framed him? This is a great question. With all of the conflicts starting to merge into one, characters are bound to run into each other, and this could be said for Tyrion and Sansa. Tyrion is the second in command to Daenerys, and Sansa is basically the Lady of Winterfell. Jon has been proclaimed the king in the north, but he even tells Sansa that she's basically running the castle. Anyway, there is a decent possibility Lady Stark and Tyrion will cross paths once again. Now, will Sansa have feelings for the dwarf? Well, I'm not really sure what you mean by feelings. I don't believe Sansa is looking to settle down with another man right away after her experience with Ramsay. Tyrion always treated Sansa with the utmost respect. He never tried to pressure her, and even though he too was going through his own personal battles, Tyrion remained strong when in the presence of Sansa, except for his over-drinking. If they meet each other again, I think Sansa will find an easy alliance with Yimp. Clearly, he isn't supporting House Lannister anymore, and with the coming alliance between Jon and Dany, I'm positive they won't be trying to kill each other. Now, as for Littlefinger, it seems he's still flying under the radar. Sansa told Jon it would be stupid to ever trust Baelish, yet she still keeps him close as an advisor. Tyrion is not at all duped by Littlefinger's deception. He knows just as well as anyone that Peter has been stirring the pot and playing all sides of the game. If Sansa can see that, then Tyrion obviously can too. I think if you have to be worried about anybody, it should be Arya. She has been out of the spotlight for such a long time, she may assume everyone is an enemy. If she makes it to Winterfell and reunites with her sister, then she may even deem Baelish as her next target. Hopefully that answers your question. Could Quaithe be the handmaiden from the Tower of Joy? She could also know who Jon really is. Quaithe is definitely an interesting character. In the show, all we see of her is when Daenerys brings her forces to Qarth. She's wearing this really unique mask with shapes just like what you see around Melisandre's neck and the other Red Women. We know the pattern has to do with Asshai, a very mysterious place in itself. In the book series, Quaithe has a much larger role, appearing to Daenerys in visions where she prophesizes the future. Now, your question is in regards to the handmaiden at the Tower of Joy. Many fans thought the character looked similar to Shae, and some even say she was supposed to be the wet nurse Wylla, who Eddard pawns off as the mother of his bastard. I do not believe either of these theories are true, and I also hesitate to say the handmaiden will play any further role in the story. As for Quaithe, there are many theories on who she might be. There's a really interesting one arguing that she is the future version of Daenerys from after the Great War, and she is connecting with her past self to help guide her through life. Regardless of who Quaithe really is, it's important to note that her presence in the books is much more prevalent than in the show. The actress who plays Quaithe is not the actress who played the handmaiden, so I just don't see enough evidence of this theory. The next question is, how do you think Jon will learn of his parents? This is the big question, isn't it? There are so many different ways Jon could find out. From Bran Stark, from Howland Reed, from an old book in the Citadel that Sam finds, from the crypts under Winterfell. I mean, the possibilities are endless. I don't necessarily want to say because it's really just picking what I want to see, but I would venture to say that Jon learned something important in the crypts. In the new Season 7 trailer, you can see Jon and Littlefinger in the crypts. First, it looks like Baelish is spying on him. And then in a few brief frames, you can see Jon throwing Baelish against a wall next to Lyanna Stark's tomb. You couldn't ask for a better opportunity to reveal Jon's real parents. Like I said, Jon could learn multiple ways, but who's to say he even accepts the truth if and when he learns it? Why is it that Ned couldn't tell Kat Jon's secret at some point over the years? Why didn't he trust his wife? Well, since this goes hand in hand with the last question, I think it's pretty simple. Robert Baratheon set out to kill every Targaryen in the world. Lyanna Stark was his obsession, much like the relationship between Peter Baelish and Catelyn Tully. If Robert had known Lyanna had a son with Rhaegar Targaryen, the boy would surely be killed. This means no one could find out, and that's pretty much what Lyanna had Ned promise her. Nobody would know the truth. Ned had to keep her secret, or baby Jon Snow would be killed. Ned was a man of honor, and he kept his sister's secret by promising to care for him as his own. If Ned Stark had told his wife, people close to them would have questioned why Catelyn was so okay with his bastard. Instead, Eddard Stark kept the secret from his wife, which ultimately helped to hide the truth. Do you remember in the first episode, the White Walker let the men of the Night's Watch go before he was beheaded? Also, similarly, Samwell Tarly wasn't killed by the Walkers. Do you think there is any correlation? And are the White Walkers trying to send a message? Absolutely. The White Walkers wear armor, they have weapons made of ice, it looks like they even have their own castle in the lands of Always Winter. It's clear they are warning humans when they choose not to kill them. I think it shows there's more to the will of the White Walkers than just being your standard ice zombies. They are moving on Westeros for a reason, and it's not just because they are monsters. Remember, they were originally created to protect the children of the forest, so obviously there's a reason for leaving some people alive. Anyway, that's going to do it for today's Q&A. If you have a question that you would like answered, let me know down in the comments. As always, have a great day, take care, and I will see you tomorrow.